Hello students. Today we are going to study hackers and attackers under the subject cyberspace and data regulation laws. In the introduction part, we will study who are hackers and who are attackers. A hacker is a person with technical skills, but an attacker is specifically an adversary who uses those means to cause harm. So the core difference lies in the fact that an attacker always implies malicious intent, while a hacker is a broader term actually for a technically skilled individual that can be either malicious or ethical. So if we basically see the differences between attacker and hacker, we will see that for a hacker the intent can be ethical hacking also, and it can be malicious also. But attackers, like, they are always malicious and they always aims to cause harm, steal your data, disrupt the services, etc. A hacker often works with an organization, but it sometimes works. They work without any organization also. But these attackers, they always acts without any kind of authorization or any kind of permission. Uh, if you see the methods, the hacker uses technical skills and creativity to overcome the problems or security barriers, while the attackers may use technical exploits but might also use non-technical method like any kind of physical destruction or social engineering, etc. The hackers sometimes their goal is to work for fun and for exchanging intellectual you know intellect, okay, or some kind of system improvement or some kind of security testing. But in case of attackers, the goals include the financial gain, then some kind of hacktivism, some kind of sabotage, etc. In the under the types, if we see, the white hat, black hat and gray hat are the types of hackers, while attackers include cyber criminals, national or state level actors, some kind of inside threat or kind of script kiddies who are doing it for fun. Now if we come to basically the types, gray hat hacker is a computer security expert who operates in an ethical gray area. So, finding vulnerabilities in systems without authorization, but usually without any malicious intent, unlike the black hats. They might illegally access a system to find flaws, then report them. Sometimes they even ask for a fee for doing that or make them public, bridging the gap between purely malicious or the black hat ones and fully authorized or the white hat ones. Okay, so they are basically many a times we see that they act for curiosity. So if we come to the types of hackers, we have multiple types. So first we have the white hat hackers. Now if we look at the white hat hackers, they are you know uh, ethically they are security experts, we can say. They test systems for vulnerabilities. Very often we see that these white hat hackers, they work for companies or even they are consultants in a company and they work for them. But if we see, on a contrary, if we look at the black hat hackers, they are malicious attackers. They steal your data, they cause damage, they often hack for money. Uh, Now again, coming back to the gray hat hackers, as I was talking in the previous slide also, they are not fully ethical, not fully malicious, uh, but one thing is very clear, that they whatever they are doing without any permission. So they often expose the vulnerability of a system, but they do it without permission. Next, we have the script kiddies. So script kiddies are basically, they are doing it for fun and they are using pre-built tools. They don't really understand those tools. They are not really aware of how those tools are made, but they just use those tools which are pre-built, and they cause minor attacks for fun, or very often for attention. Okay, so they are called script kiddies. Next, we have the hacktivists. So, if we look at the hacktivists, they attack for political or social causes. For example, any anonymous group, they are working for some social or political causes, and they are called the hacktivists. Next, a very interesting thing we have here are state-sponsored hackers. Now, these state-sponsored hackers, they work for the government, and they conduct espionage, which we say that they are secretly gathering political or military information. They are transmitting those, they are using them in some or the other way, but ultimately they are doing so under the government. And many a time cyber warfare also comes under that, where we digitally attack to disrupt, damage, or infiltrate another nation's critical systems. So all these people together, they are called state sponsored hackers. Last but not the least, we have the insider threats. So many a times these are employees or contractors. So many a times we see that the employees or contractors, they work for a company, but they misuse the authorized access intentionally, many a times even accidentally. Okay, suppose they are not well trained, they are not trained properly how to use a particular system. So many a times those people become threats, insider threats, that they don't know, and they misuse some kind of authorized access, sometimes accidentally. With this, we come to the types of attackers also. So attackers, in very basic words, if I say, attackers are always bad. So first type of attackers are cyber criminals who are motivated by financial gain. For example, we have a ransomware group who are demanding cryptocurrency from you. So they are motivated by financial gain. They are cyber criminals. Next, we have terrorist groups. So they use the cyber attacks to cause panic, damage infrastructure, etc. Next, we have corporate spies. They steal confidential business data. They steal the trade secrets of another company. And I'll not say like many a times we see that we often actually see that rival companies, okay, many a times they hire people to steal the confidential business data or trade secret of another company who is their rival. Next, we have the cyber vandals. So they deface the websites which are already existing, or they disrupt your service many a times via chatbot, and many a times they are denial of service attacks. Okay, so they deface your website, or they disrupt your service. uh, Next, we come to the organized crime syndicates. Okay, uh, these people are professional criminals actually, who are you know uh, criminal networks. They are running large scale cyber operations, and these people are actually criminals, and they are professional trained criminals who are running large scale cyber operations. And so this is all about the attackers and hackers in a whole. So if you want to go through it once more, just let us see the differences once more, just as a revision. We can just go through it once. So basically, hackers can be good or bad. I am telling in very basic terms now. Hackers can be good or bad. Attackers are always bad. So many a times we see that hackers are authorized, and they have the permission to they are doing under some authorized organization, but the attackers are always doing or acting without authorization or without the permission from anybody, and that is the basic difference which we see here. And you know many a times we see that attackers, unlike the hackers, they use non-technical methods also, like physical destruction, some kind of social engineering. They are the attackers who are using these types of methods. So I think the difference is clear now. Okay, you understood it. So thank you, students.